Hey there friends, it's Mandy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am so excited to be back with another deck unboxing. Today we will be unboxing the Disney Villains Tarot deck. I got this deck for Christmas, so I've been holding on to it, waiting for the right time to do an unboxing here on the channel. So I'm so excited to finally be able to do that. I have been avoiding any pictures of this deck, any walkthroughs of this deck. I actually had no idea that this deck was even a thing. My husband surprised me with it for Christmas, and I was very surprised because I had no idea that this deck even existed. So I have zero expectations, but I'm really excited to see what we have. But first, of course, I am sipping on a lovely cup of jasmine pearls today. I have been super into my jasmine pearls tea lately. I was on a huge jasmine pearl kick there for a while, and then for whatever reason I just like completely stopped drinking it, and then I got an inkling for it the other day, and I've just pretty much been drinking it nonstop because I'm reminded of how delightful it is. So let me know down in the comments what are you sipping on during this unboxing today. Okay, so with that, as you can see, the plastic is still on it. I started to tear into this on Christmas, but very much like the Winter Seer Animal Oracle, which I did an unboxing of here on the channel. My husband had to remind me to stop opening it and stop tearing into it, so that way I could do an unboxing here and open it with all of you guys. So we got the plastic off. So right away, I'm already super excited here, just like seeing the different characters that we have here on the box. We have Jafar, Ursula, was that Scar? Is that what his name is from The Lion King? And of course, Maleficent, the evil queen. And oh my gosh, I've only seen the Princess and the Frog once. I can't remember that character's name. I will have to look that up. But let's see. Then here on the back, seize your destiny with this official tarot deck based on Disney's most dastardly villains, featuring original art of Maleficent, Ursula, Captain Hook, and other notorious ne'er-do-wells from popular Disney films throughout the years. So very excited about this. It's a really nice size box. So we have the simple like lift box here. And then inside we have a guidebook. On the inside of the box is a really gorgeous green there. I really love that. There's a little bit of a pattern there. It's not... Oh, there we go. It's kind of coming up. It's really beautiful. So let's see here. Ooh, this is super exciting. The guidebook is full color, so that's always super amazing. So here you open up, you have the contents, there's an introduction, understanding your deck. Okay, it looks like they have... Okay, it looks like they just renamed one of the major arcana. So instead of the Lovers, they've named it True Love. That makes sense. That feels very like Disney appropriate. And then for the minors, you have the wands, coins, swords, and cups. So instead of pentacles, it's the suit of coins. So that should be easy enough to remember. And then after all the cards, they have a caring for your deck section, preparing to read tarot, and then some different tarot spreads here. Ooh, so this is fun. So they have the poisoned apple tarot spread, the diamond in the rough, Ursula's cauldron, and then about the author and about the illustrator. So ooh, this looks like it is going to be a super fun guidebook to read. I am so excited. So then you open up to the introduction, then right away you have a quote, "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? The queen, Snow White and the seven dwarves." So looks like it's just a short little one-page intro, one-page understanding your deck. So I don't want to go too much in the guidebooks. I would like the deck to be an actual surprise. We will set this off to the side for now. I'm very excited to get more into this because this looks like it's going to be a really, really fun guidebook. All right, so getting into the actual cards, and I am so happy. So there's a little ribbon to lift out the cards, and there is no paper, there is no plastic. It is just the cards in the box because they're already in a box. They don't need to be in a sleeve. So that makes me very, very, very happy because I feel like it can just get so wasteful sometimes. So then in here, you have a really gorgeous purple with it looks like, yeah, that same pattern that was on the inside of the lid there. And then, okay, and then that purple is the card backings as well, which is really, really lovely. I really love this card backing. It's just like this simple, like repetitive pattern, but the purple is gorgeous. That's really, really beautiful. All right, so here we go. Let me set the box off to the side for now. Oh my gosh, so right away, I didn't think I was going to have commentary with the first card, but I do. So right away we have Kronk as the Fool with his little like angel Kronk and double Kronk on his shoulders. And this I absolutely love Kronk as the Fool, right? Because he just has this just like such like playful, this playful energy, and he just kind of just like goes for things without necessarily thinking them through all the way. Especially if Yzma tells him to do something, he just does it. So I absolutely love that. I could totally see Kronk just like stepping off a cliff, just like without a care in the world. In Emperor's New Groove, this just like already makes me laugh. Also, the cardstock is really, really beautiful. It's a really nice like matte finish cardstock. If that matters to you, it like feels really, really nice in the hand. So that's really lovely. And then for the Magician, okay, that is really going to bug me that I can't remember his name. So I'm going to look this up real quick. Dr. Facilier. Hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Dr. Facilier. That's what it was. Okay. So that makes complete sense for the Magician, our voodoo guy here, from The Princess and the Frog. And then, oh my goodness, for the High Priestess, we have Maleficent. Oh my goodness, the artwork in this is just like, oh my gosh, I just absolutely love it. Like, it's definitely like very stylized, which may like make sense. Like, these are all cartoons, right? But oh my gosh, like the colors and everything. And you can see in the Magician and the High Priestess, they both have like the same kind of like green color palette here. This is just, oh my gosh, just like so beautiful. And I love Maleficent as the High Priestess. And oh my goodness, for the Empress, we have the Mother from Tangled. Mother knows best, right? So that makes absolute sense. Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting to get Zootopia in this. I can't remember this character's name, but definitely the sheep who's pulling all the strings in the background in Zootopia as the Hierophant. I'm actually kind of curious. I want to look in the guidebook a little bit about that decision. Structure, law and order, and community are the main themes of the Hierophant card. Dawn Bellwether, that's her name, Dawn Bellwether, both represents and exploits those themes as an ambitious sheep who moves up to Zootopia's government hierarchy to promote her own agenda. Oh, okay. I could see that. Yeah, definitely some exploitation there with our lovely little sheep. Oh my gosh. Cruella as a chariot just like makes me laugh. Her hair be looking crazy here. So I'm definitely not recognizing all of the characters that I'm seeing so far, but I am recognizing quite a few. So that's always fun. And of course, Hades from Hercules' death. Of course, that makes sense. How do you not have the ruler of the underworld be death, right? Oh my gosh. The blues in this card are just so pretty. Such beautiful colors running through this deck. I absolutely love it. This is super cool. So we have, I want to say this is from Fantasia for the devil. I just absolutely love this artwork. And the tower that Rapunzel is held in for the tower. I just love the juxtaposition here of the dark background and the super dark tower with the very like bright golden of Rapunzel's hair. It seems to very much like replace the that like flash of gold from her hair. Definitely seems to replace like the lightning and the fire traditionally found in the tower. But this is a really interesting take because of course like usually we see a tower like crumbling, right, with people like falling out of it. But I feel like in this sense it's going much more so for like in Entangled, of course, for Rapunzel to actually like be free. She had like actually like cuts, like physically cuts her hair. So kind of has her own little like tower moment there. So I think that's really interesting to see how that's kind of represented in this card. So very interesting getting into the first suit, the Suit of Wands. So for the court card, so you have Jafar for the King of Wands, the Evil Queen as the Queen of Wands. Then you have the Knight of Wands. I'm not sure who this is. I feel like I've seen this character, but I cannot remember who they are. And Page of Wands. Then the Ace of Wands is Jafar's staff. And then actually getting into it, so you have some cards where you see characters, but then you have other cards like the Three of Wands and the Five of Wands here, which feel more like Pippish. And interesting that you see Jafar as the King of Wands and the Four of Wands here. I feel like, so I already am not super proficient with the minors. I've always struggled with the minors. The majors were pretty easy to figure out once I kind of started looking them more as like oracle properties. So those after some time are pretty easy for me to get a handle on. But the minors I have always struggled with. I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed seeing characters that were in the court cards like repeat through the suit. I don't know. But then again, you also have like ones like this which don't have any characters in them. Yeah, the Evil Queen's coming up a lot here. So this is very interesting. This is definitely going to yeah, we'll see. Not really knowing how I'm feeling about that. I don't know. Maybe again, it's just because like I'm not like super confident in the minors, and like that's definitely like an area where I usually like need a lot of help, like using my resources and everything, and looking at the guidebook to kind of like understand the meanings of those. Not so much with just like the classic like Rider-Waite-Smith. That one I feel like there's enough in the artwork that I can actually like pick up on some things. But whenever I see images like this, I literally have no idea what to do with this. Like this this means nothing to me. And again, people that are like much more like proficient and confident in tarot, would see like 8 of Wands and just like have the meaning right off the top of their head. I'm definitely more comfortable reading with Oracle. Of course, I have quite a few tarot decks just because I feel like typically a lot of like tarot decks get like, I don't know, they just get like such like amazing artwork, and like this, like the Disney villains and everything, they have things like that which are super appealing. But as far as actually like reading it goes, definitely not nearly as confident. So it's making it hard for me to have any kind of, I guess, connection here with what I'm seeing, especially because it seems to pick like a couple of characters from like 2 sets of characters from like 2 sets of movies. And kind of having those run throughout. So like with the coins, you have the hyenas from Lion King. And then I think it's like Robin Hood references. Let's see if I can find one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a couple different references. I want to say this is like Robin Hood. I'm not sure. I have no idea who this is. I'm also learning that like I don't know Disney movies as well as I thought I did. Like this. Pretty sure this is the elephant graveyard from The Lion King. So that's pretty cool. But then there's images like this. Like, what do I do with this? Or this? This gives me nothing. And here we have that very classic 3 of Swords imagery here. Which I actually quite like, that it's like 3 different hilts. It's kind of interesting. Quite honestly, as I'm looking through this, I don't think I'm going to use the minors on this deck at all. I don't love them. I'm actually starting to feel very strongly that I really do not like the minors on this deck. Like, it feels like it's just all over the place to me. Like, it doesn't feel like there's any, like, clear direction. Like, is it a pip deck or is it not a pip deck? Like, I don't know. There we go. We have Hook as the King of Cups. Ursula as the Queen of Cups. Gaston as the Knight of Cups. And I think this is Smee. Is that his name, Smee? From Peter Pan? Yeah, I just get very confused that like Hook was in the court cards and now he's also in the 4 of Cups. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe there's like a bit of tarot knowledge here that like I just don't possess to understand what's going on here. So I think I want to go back to the majors here. Of course, that stinks that I don't like the minors because that's a lot of the deck. Yeah, this is a super, super cool deck. All in all, like, if you're super huge into Disney, you might get more of the references than I do. So maybe that could also be playing into it, is I just don't have the references that would, like, make understanding this deck more useful. But yeah, there are like certain cards in the majors that I really, really, really like. And that's super fun. And honestly, I'm kind of bummed because it's like, I feel like there are characters in the court cards that I would have loved to have seen in the majors. And I feel like I'm just never going to see those because I can tell you with 100% certainty I will not use the minors in this deck. Okay, so I think one thing that would be really fun to do, so I'm just going to keep out the majors, which honestly is a pretty common theme in some of my tarot decks, like the Wild Unknown Tarot I have. Love the majors of that deck. Cannot read with the minors. I get literally less than nothing out of those cards whenever I try and read the minors. It's just crickets. I see lines on a page and that's it. So definitely with me being like preferring to read with Oracle, unless it's the Rider-Waite-Smith, and then like I actually can use that entire deck. I think it'd be really fun to give the majors here a shuffle, and then maybe pick a random card and see what the guidebook has to say. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let me see if I can figure out how to shuffle with this thing. I feel like this would definitely be easier to shuffle if I was shuffling the whole deck. The cards actually bend a lot easier than I thought they were going to. Again, it would probably work better if I was shuffling the whole thing rather than like the tiniest chunk of cards. Okay, so cutting, and let's see. Okay, so we have the sun. Can't remember the name of this character. I'm pretty sure it's from Moana. So let's see what the guidebook says. Da, 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 da. There we go. Okay. Tamatoa, the fearsome giant crab from the realm of monsters, glows like the sun when he covers his enormous shell with priceless riches and bright jewels. The sun represents unbridled joy, triumph, and happiness, which are all feelings displayed by Tamatoa as he celebrates his hoard of shiny treasures. Upright, jewels, gems, and gold, because Tamatoa... Oh, wait. Let me try again. Jewels, gems, and gold cause Tamatoa to light up with pure delight. What makes you feel this way? When are you happiest? The sun encourages you to prioritize your own joy. If the sun is drawn during a tarot reading seeking clarity about a big project or goal, this card is a very positive sign. Your optimism and inimitable glow will inspire others and lead to success. Shine on. So then the reversed meaning is the sun represents sadness, disappointment, and pessimism. If you're feeling defeated, remember that no one succeeds at everything they set out to do all the time. Go easy on yourself. Take some time to recover and recharge. You'll get your glow back soon. So it's like, so here's what the guidebook looks like here. So actually very, very nice little descriptions here. I really like how there's like a little section just describing the card and like why maybe like this character is particularly chosen to represent this card. And they have an upright and reverse meanings if you choose to read reversals in your spread. So one thing. Okay, so here we go. So the first spread is the Poisoned Apple Tarot spread. So it's this tarot spread is designed to give insight and advice when you're faced with a challenging situation. Whether you find yourself up against an obstacle at work, you're having a disagreement with a friend, or your magic mirror has just revealed you're no longer the fairest one of all. This tarot spread can give you insight into the true nature of your predicament and offer advice on how to overcome it. So that's really nice. It's a 4-card spread. So the first card is the fairest one of all, represents your goal. Card 2 is Snow White. That card reveals the obstacle or challenge blocking you from reaching your goal. Card 3, the Poisoned Apple. This tarot card offers advice on how to overcome the obstacle, represented by card 2. And the Magic Mirror. This card reveals the likely outcome of this situation if it continues along its current trajectory. Remember that nothing is set in stone. You have the power to change course and affect the outcome. So actually really, really like really like that spread. I feel like that's definitely one that I would use. That seems like a really cool spread. The next one, oh, I should probably show you. So that is what this one looks like. The next one is the Diamond in the Rough Tarot spread. That's just like your classic 3 card here. So yeah, so card 1, your present, 2, where you need to focus your attention to grow, and 3, how you'll likely be transformed if you take the advice in card 2. And then okay, so in the last one, Ursula's Cauldron. People flock to Ursula's Cauldron asking for her help making their dreams come true. This tarot spread is designed to show you how you can skip the trip to the sea, Witch's Grotto, and create your own happily ever after. So this one is a 5-card spread. So the first card is the Dilemma, second card the Wish, third card the Obstacle, fourth card the Magic Potion, and the fifth card the Transformation. Yeah, super cool spreads here. This is definitely, especially that first one, the Poison Apple Tarot spread. This one, I feel like I want to use this one. I'm actually really excited about this, especially because I love me some Evil Queen energy. Ever since so my husband and I went to Disneyland for our 1-year wedding anniversary, and oh my gosh, like actually getting to meet, like, of course, like the actress, but like the Evil Queen at Disneyland, like, oh my goodness, that actress was just like so ridiculously amazing that I've been like a little bit obsessed with the Evil Queen ever since that trip. She is just like everything. I love her. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this deck unboxing of the Disney Villain Tarot. If you have this deck, comment down below what you think of it. Maybe you can explain some things to me about the minors that are just seeming to go over my head. Let me know, like, if that's something that, if anything that I mentioned is something that also bugs you, or again, maybe I'm just not getting it, which is very, very possible. And I hope that's the case, honestly, because if someone can explain to me what I'm missing, then maybe I would enjoy the minors of this deck quite a bit more. I'm definitely really excited to look a little bit more into some of the characters that I don't recognize from the majors, because there were a small handful that I didn't recognize. So that's always super fun, because then maybe that's some more Disney movies that I can go check out that I have not watched yet. And as always, you guys, the love, the light, and the darkness within me sees, honors, and recognizes the love, the light, and the darkness within you. Bye, guys.